Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Mr. 4K, or Mr. Nintendo. Nintendo. So, the question is Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition on Nintendo Switch the best third party game to pick up? Right now, as it stands at the moment, even though there's Assassin's Creed Shadows, there's Star Wars Outlaws, I understand, and there's more games coming out, third-party games, including Resident Evil. I would have to say, in terms of what this game is, in terms of what it has packed inside, like Cyberpunk 2077, it's a Ultimate Edition that comes with the full game and Phantom Liberty, everything included, all in one package deal. So you're getting a full Cyberpunk experience with everything included, and on top of that, the use of the mouse and the gyroscope, where you can just, you know, move around like a V mode, right? So you are getting the best Cyberpunk 2077 experience on Nintendo Switch 2. And to me, this is hands down the best third party game that you can pick up. It's just an amazing game. Not only that, but the fact that it has the best looking graphics out of all of these third-party games. Let's steal some of these cars. Hold on. It has the best looking third-party graphics. Let me exit. That I have seen so far. Again, respectfully to Star Wars Outlaws, okay? Star Wars Outlaws looks amazing. I don't know about the Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't checked that out. But in terms of what I have experienced, I would say the reason I use Cyberpunk as this one game, because it's a open world. It's like a Grand Theft Auto. It's like a Grand Theft Auto of video games. It's an open world. There's so much going on. You know, there's so many things happening in this city, in this map. And all of it is being rendered real time, right? As you are playing it, and that's why I am using Cyberpunk as the one example. To have Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2, that really shows you like what this hardware is capable of doing. Okay, and that's one of the reasons. We'll drive around the city. I'll show you. That's one of the main reasons why I am using this game as that one example. Oh, we cannot break in. I don't have enough, do I? Damn it, I don't have enough. I can't. I cannot break in. But you know what? We can get in my car. It's alright. Alright, let's get in my car. I changed my color, made it look like a Joker. Hold on, let's go around and start driving. Using a mouse and a thumbstick on the right side to move. Look at this, to move the camera. So basically, on this one, you are controlling the steering wheel, and on the right hand you are, hold on, you are moving a camera control movement. Okay, see, there you go. So what's the resolution on this game? I don't know. I am 1080p. I'm guessing 1080p, upscaled to 4K with a HDR, which to me, honestly, it's more than enough for Nintendo Switch 2. All right. And I know some of you are going to say, yeah, but it's only 1080p upscaled to 4K. Dude, the fact that this game, it's even possible on Nintendo Switch 2, it's amazing. Let alone 1080p upscaled to 4K with HDR. I don't know why people are like comparing. This drives me crazy, dude. I've seen people compare like Cyberpunk PlayStation 5 Pro to Nintendo Switch 2. Is this a bus? Can I steal a bus? Oh shit, it's a bus. Can I steal it? Like, why are you comparing Yo, I'm gonna steal this bus. Hold on. Wait. Oh, hold on. I need to I need to follow the bus. I need to steal it. Hold on. Like, why are you comparing PlayStation 5 Pro with Nintendo Switch 2? You know, it just makes you look ridiculous, man. Like, nobody expects. Listen, nobody's buying Nintendo Switch 2 hoping that it's going to look like PlayStation 5 Pro. People who want those kinds of graphics, they're gonna buy PS5 Pro. Oh, it disappeared. Ah, well. Alright, people are buying Nintendo Switch 2 because of the exclusives that Nintendo has. Has been a thing. I want to explain this to those of you who don't seem to understand what Nintendo is. People buy Nintendo not because they want to play these third-party games on Nintendo. Nintendo third-party games are an added bonus that we appreciate as Nintendo fans. But the main reason we buy Nintendo is to play Nintendo exclusives like Zelda, Donkey Kong, Mario, Super Smash Brothers, etc., etc., etc. Right? That's one of the main reasons why we buy Nintendo in the first place. Now, having these third-party games, it's an added bonus. It's an added bonus that is welcomed, and we all welcome this added bonus. This is a sweet, sweet added bonus. Look at this. Look at this guy. This is an added bonus that we all appreciate, that it's even here. So, to have ability to play Cyberpunk on Nintendo Switch 2, and all these other games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Star Wars Outlaws, that's an added bonus that we all appreciate. But that's not the main reason why we buy Nintendo. So when I see people comparing a PlayStation 5 Pro, which is ridiculous, dude. When I see people compare PlayStation 5 Pro to a Nintendo Switch 2, I'm just like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, what? You should never compare PlayStation 5 Pro or even an Xbox Series X, because both PlayStation 5 Pro and Xbox Series X are currently very powerful consoles, stationary consoles that can, you know, produce some good quality graphics. Now, you could compare PlayStation 5 Pro to Xbox Series X. That's fair. But for people to compare, you know, PS5 Pro or Xbox Series X to a Nintendo Switch 2 is just ridiculous. You know? But this is impressive, honestly. For anybody out there who doesn't think that this is not impressive for a Nintendo Switch 2 system, the fact that you can play this game and then it looks like this and it runs like this, smoothly, and you don't think that this is amazing that you can play this on a Nintendo Switch 2, then you truly don't understand like how the graphics technology, how the graphics hardware works. You know, when I first heard that Cyberpunk 2077 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, I was like, no way, dude. And then finally, once the developers announced it and they started doing the demo, I was like, wow, really? So I would put Cyberpunk 2077 as the best third party game, especially by using this mouse, man. Using a mouse, it's truly revolutionary. Look how cool that is. Look, imagine playing Call of Duty like this. Imagine how smooth it would be playing a Call of Duty like this. Just think about that. How smooth it would be. We can just use the mouse like that. Take a cover. Okay, look how cool that would be. And I'm surprised that they haven't brought Call of Duty or Battlefield on Nintendo Switch 2. I'm telling you, with this mouse controls, and you will see that with Metroid Prime. With Metroid Prime 4 Beyond coming out this Thursday, you will see just how smooth this is. Now imagine having a Call of Duty. I'm telling you, it's hard to play. It's hard to be precise. Like I was playing Call of Duty yesterday, and it's very difficult to be precise with a thumbstick. You will never be precise with a thumbstick as you are with a mouse control. Look how precise this is. Hold on. Let me show you. Look at that. And look how easily you can move around, take cover, right? Take cover, look down, look up. You can be super precise to look at your targets and be very precise. So Call of Duty could easily benefit any like first person shooter game, whether it's Call of Duty, Battlefield. I'm using Call of Duty and Battlefield because those are the two first-person shooter games that everybody plays, right? I'm telling you, all of these games could easily be available. Yes, they're not going to look as great as they look on your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 5 Pro or Xbox Series X or your PC, for crying out loud, but that's not the whole point. The point is, we play Nintendo games because it's portable. It's a portable experience, okay? It's a portable experience, and we like having a portable experience, okay? And that's why we play these games. Oh, look at this. What is this? Can I take this? Uh-oh. This is cool. Oh, I'll definitely taking this. Can I take it? Hold on. Oh, can I? Can I? No, I cannot. For some reason, I cannot take this. Motorcycle. That really sucks. I really wanted to take this motorcycle. So, yes, Cyberpunk is your best third party. So if you're going to buy a third party game to right now this holiday season to showcase what Nintendo Switch 2 is capable of, I would say first Cyberpunk, and then later on you can pick up Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. But currently, I would say, what happened here? But currently, I would say Cyberpunk is your best. It's your first choice. What I'm trying to say, yes, you can pick up Star Wars Outlaws, and of course Assassin's Creed Shadows after that. Those are the top three, I would say. But your first one should be Cyberpunk as a third party, and then you can get Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. So I've done so many videos on Cyberpunk, and many others have done so many videos on Cyberpunk showcasing just how good this looks and how good it plays. And just remember what I said earlier, guys. We buy Nintendo to play. Okay, why did I buy Nintendo? I didn't buy Nintendo because I want to play the exclusive. I'm sorry. Yes, I want to play the exclusives. I bought Nintendo. Let me just say this so there's no confusion. I bought the Nintendo Switch 2 so I can play Nintendo exclusives. What exclusives am I talking about? Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Hyrule Warriors, Kirby Air Riders, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario, Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Super Smash Brothers, Luigi's Mansion 4, whenever that comes out. I bought it to play Nintendo's exclusive. Ask any Nintendo fan. They're going to tell you exactly what I just told you. They bought Nintendo Switch 2 to play Nintendo exclusives. A third-party games, it's a added sweet bonus, which makes this Nintendo Switch 2 even better, because you're getting this added sweet bonus on top of the first-party games that Nintendo has. So that makes this console very unique. Okay? Not to mention that you can take it with you, it's portable, you can play it in your bed. It's a portable experience, right? And has all of these cool features that you can utilize, from gyroscope, from using the mouse to control the camera like this, right? All of these cool features that it has. So that's the reason I bought Nintendo Switch 2, to play those first-party games. And there's another one, Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World. I mean, there's so many. Alright, and that's the reason why. I didn't buy Nintendo Switch 2 because I want to play a third-party games. Okay, I can play this game on my PC in an ultra widescreen in the best way possible, or I can play it on my PlayStation 5, of course. If I want to play a third-party games, guess what? I have a PC and a PlayStation 5. Alright, that's where I play most of my third-party games, because that's where my third-party games will look the best. On the PC, of course, on an ultra-wide screen, and then second on my PlayStation 5. However, having these third-party games available on a Nintendo Switch 2, such as Cyberpunk, Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, which was released today, the upcoming Resident Evil 9 Requiem, First Light 007 James Bond, all of these games being available on a Nintendo Switch 2, games like Madden 26, that's all a welcome sweet bonus that makes this console even more desirable, that makes this console even more better. But just don't make a mistake thinking that I bought a Nintendo Switch 2 because I want to play these third-party games. No. That's just an added sweet bonus. I bought the Nintendo Switch 2 so I can play Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Hyrule Warriors and Legend of Zelda and all these other Nintendo exclusive that you can only play on Nintendo, okay? Mario Kart World, Kirby Air Riders, the list goes on and on and on. But it is pretty amazing that we have something like this, okay? And I don't know why people are comparing a PC, PlayStation 5 Pro, Xbox Series X to a Nintendo Switch 2. It really makes you look ridiculous, guys. When you make those videos, when you start comparing a stationary console that's more powerful to a Nintendo Switch 2, and you are comparing your third party. Like, I've seen a video where a guy is comparing Assassin's Creed Shadows PS5 Pro to Nintendo Switch 2. Like, of course that the PS5 Pro version is going to look better. Like, what are we doing? Well, I've seen a guy who's comparing Star Wars Outlaws PS5 Pro version to a Nintendo Switch 2 version. Of course, the advanced ray tracing and all this other stuff will, of course, look better through PSSSR on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Okay? But why are you comparing it? Like, clearly anyone who bought Nintendo Switch 2 didn't buy Nintendo Switch 2 because they wanted to play Star Wars Outlaws on it or Cyberpunk on it. That's just an extra sweet added bonus. They bought Nintendo Switch 2 because of Nintendo's exclusive, and they want to play these next generation Nintendo exclusive games. That's the whole reason why you have Nintendo Switch 2 to begin with. It's those exclusives. That's why Nintendo is so valid, and like it is. It's still valid after 40 plus years. It not only is it valid, but it's relevant. Well, valid and relevant are the two kind of same meanings. Two words that have the same meaning, right? Valid, relevant, kind of has the same meaning. I don't know. Maybe you guys can correct me on that, but I believe that those two words, valid and relevant, valid, relevant, pretty much have the same meaning. So that's why this console and this brand is still relevant after 40 plus years. It's as old as I am. And why is it still successful? Why is it selling so well? Why did it sell 10.3 million units? Because it has those exclusives. Exclusives do matter. Why Xbox Series X nobody cares about? Even though it's powerful, it has the 12 teraflops. I don't care if it has gigatrillion teraflops. It doesn't matter. People can play it on a PC. That's what I did. Like, what do I need this Xbox? If my gaming laptop, it's 6 times more powerful. Yes, my gaming laptop, it's 6 times more powerful than both Series X and PlayStation 5 Pro. So if I have a more powerful gaming laptop than my Series X, what do I need it for? I can play all those games on an ultra-wide screen. What do I need it for? That's why I traded it in. A lot of people are like, well, why did you trade it in? For that reason. I don't need it, bro. Just sitting there collecting dust. I have no value of it. Nintendo Switch 2, I have plenty of value. And I made a bunch of videos on Nintendo Switch 2, which gave me a good revenue. It gave me a revenue that I could actually buy another Xbox Series X. Technically, I could buy another Xbox Series X with the ad revenue that I made from Nintendo Switch 2, if you would like to know, to this guy in Germany. But let me tell you something, dude. Why do you care so much about what I buy and what I trade in? That's none of your business, dude. What I buy, what I trade in. Why do you care so much? But he's a troll. He doesn't. He's just trying to pick on me, to make his case, which nobody really cares. Like, even people were calling him out for being stupid. Like, dude, what do you care what another grown-ass man buys and what another grown-ass man trades in? I had enjoyed my Xbox Series X for 5 years. I had great fun on it. I had videos and live streams in the past 5 years to prove that. I enjoyed my Xbox Series X, okay? I had fun with it. I have no use of it right now because the Xbox has changed. There's no more exclusivity on the Series X. So what's the point of Series X if there's no exclusives? When I have more powerful PC that's 6 times more powerful, it can do virtual reality, it can do ultra widescreen. So why should I waste my time on a console that doesn't produce any exclusives on it? What am I missing? I'm not missing anything. You know? Now, if I had got rid of my PlayStation 5, then you could say, all right, that was kind of stupid. You got rid of your PlayStation 5. But I didn't get rid of my PlayStation 5. I still have my PlayStation 5s. I still have my PlayStation VR 2. And now I got PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. I'm all set. And Amazon Luna. But I don't want to talk about that idiot because he's a troll. All right. And what does he have? Nothing. Empty profiles. Exactly. Does anybody really care? I have over 9.4 thousand videos. Been doing this for 12 years. Like, I got plenty. And isn't it interesting? Like, all these idiots who leave these comments, they got nothing. Like, they're just empty profiles. Like, just a bunch of losers with a bunch of empty profiles. They got nothing on there. Isn't that interesting? And we're supposed to, like, take these individuals seriously? No, we're not. But we can talk about them and profit money off of them. Yeah, we can do that. All right, so that's the video. Yes, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is definitely your best pick to showcase what Nintendo Switch 2 can do on a third-party games as of, 2025 December. Now, next year, that's going to change with Resident Evil 9, Requiem, and First Light, James Bond, and all these other third-party games. But for right now, as it stands, I would say Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition should be your first pick. And then after that, you should pick up, Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Those are like the three other picks, Okay? So I just wanted to kind of emphasize a little bit more. Even though I made a lot of videos on Cyberpunk, I felt like I needed to make this video just to kind of showcase a little bit more and to make my case on why do I believe that Cyberpunk is your best first third-party choice. And I don't think any of the Nintendo YouTubers out there would disagree with me. I don't think so. I don't think any of the Nintendo YouTubers out there would disagree with me because they all pretty much said the same thing. Cyberpunk is definitely, you should be your first choice of a third-party game. Like, you should have this. Like, there's no questions. Like, this should be a must-have pick. Like, there's nothing, like, not something you have to think about, Especially if you never played it. Oh, yo. I would even buy this first instead of a Mario Kart World. No, really, Mario Kart World can wait. I'm serious. Like, you will have more fun with this than the Mario Kart World. Not to mention Mario Kart World is super over expensive, $80, all right? Unless you buy a bundle, that is. All right, guys, that's the video. There you have it. Okay? Let me know, what do you guys think, all right? But do me a favor. If you're going to leave a comment that's genuine. You guys know that I'm allergic to, like phony comments. Leave a genuine comment. Don't pretend to have a Nintendo. If you don't have a Nintendo, don't leave a comment. Okay, I only want people who have a Nintendo Switch 2, who have experienced these games. I want to hear their feedback. I want to hear from Nintendo fans. I don't want to hear from somebody who doesn't have a Nintendo. No disrespect, but if you don't have a Nintendo Switch 2, then what do you know, dude? You don't know. You can't really give any kind of feedback input if you don't have this console. It's only fair for the individuals who have a console to talk about it. So I want to hear your feedback, okay? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays, and make the best of it, all right? That's what I do. It's not perfect, but every day I wake up, I make the best of it. That's all I'm saying. Make the best of it, okay? All right? Okay. Thank you. Happy holidays. Look up. Chin up. Smile. Make the best of it.